What's going on, you guys? Today we are checking out the Miguron Vakor. Now, this is actually a fairly interesting knife, mainly because of its price point. This knife only costs $99. Now, it has titanium scales and M390 for the blade steel, so that is pretty much an unheard of low price for that combination in most knives. And Miguron's kind of made a name for itself for being kind of like the value priced knife company that uses quote unquote high-end materials. So we have a gray PVD titanium for the scales, a titanium pocket clip. It has a crossbar lock and decent action to it, and it uses M390 for the blade steel. And all in all, that sounds great. However, the blade steel's heat treatment is a bit lower than we really want to see M390 at, so it's going to be a little soft. But then again, for the price, you really can't complain. It has pretty good ergonomics. You can choke up on it or hold it back. It doesn't have any jimping. Now, the blade is a fairly thin stock. It's going to be really slicey with just a full flat grind. But I don't think it's going to be holding up to crazy hard use, especially with the heat treatment and then the fairly thin blade stock. Still, it's a fairly comfortable knife to handle, and it's actually not a bad looking knife. It's fairly plain, but it doesn't have bad aesthetics to it, I don't think. The screws do kind of just stick out. They are kind of not very matching, but what are you going to ask for $100 knife that's made out of these materials? The big question is basically, is this a better buy at M390 than, say, a Vosteed with a quote-unquote lesser quality blade steel? That's going to be up to you, whether the titanium scales and the M390 make a difference to you, or if you'd rather have a bit more well put together knife and a lesser blade steel and maybe lesser handle materials. Either way, this is a very decent knife, and you're getting a ton of knife for the price. I find it interesting, and Miguron definitely fits an interesting niche in the market. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Would you guys buy this knife? Anyway, this is the Miguron Vakor. I'm Garrett from the Cutting Room Knife Review. Stay sharp.